Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Are you looking for the perfect birthday collection? Well, look no further. Spellbinders Bougie Birthday by Boettcher is absolutely fabulous. Today's project will feature a couple of die sets, Ganache Gateau and the Treat Yourself gift card holder. We'll get started with the birthday card using the Ganache Gateau die set. The large outline die of the cake was used to cut cream-colored cardstock and white sheet foam. It was embossed with the 3D embossing folder stylized trellis. The raised areas are being rubbed with Distress Oxide sponge sugar. Now, if only I could decorate a cake like this. I'll then adhere it to the foam die cut. This is a fun set with many different options for decorating the cake. I'm going to be placing this border of icing at the bottom of the cake. It has been cut from pink cardstock and I'm using a detail blending brush to add sponge sugar at the base of each shell. This will give it some nice dimension. When the cake was die cut out of foam, it stretched out a little bit. So this icing border is going to cover that up. Next, the cake will be topped with the ganache icing. I've die cut it again from the pink cardstock and will continue with the sponge sugar, just adding a little bit of ink to the sides and where the icing is dripping down. It doesn't quite look like a cake yet, but when this die cut goes on top, yep, that is a cake. These two dies come with the set and I've cut cream-colored circles which I'm going to adhere to the center of all of the trellis openings. This set also comes with dies to create macaron cookies. These are my favorite. In fact, I've even taken classes on how to make them, and I have another one that's coming up next month. In real life, these are tricky little cookies to make, so it is nice to be able to just toss them together so easily out of cardstock. There are 5 die cuts to make the macaron. All of the die cuts will be cut from the same color except for the one that sits in the very middle. The 2 die cuts with the ruffled edges are called the feet of the macaron. They sit on either side of the filling. If you've made your macaron in real life properly, you'll have feet, and if you haven't, they'll be absent. The die cuts that will have an element layered on them have an etched line, so it actually makes these very easy to pull together. We'll start with the largest die cut, which is the foundation. At the bottom of the cookie, there's an etched line that is ruffled. The larger of the 2 die cuts with the ruffled edge is matched up to that line. The die cut that we have just adhered will also have an etched line, and this time we're going to place the filling with its dome shape and align it to it. Now we'll move on to the 4th die cut. So the pink dome also has a ruffled etched line, and the 2nd die cut that creates the feet of the macaron top is adhered. And then it is finished off with the top of the cookie. The dies were used to cut 3 different colors of cardstock: cream, peach, and pink, and then I just simply interchange the fillings. After you've put one together, the rest will go together very quickly. They are super fun and easy to make. After 5 were made to sit on top of the cake, 3 additional cookies were made to incorporate onto the gift card holder. Next, I'll use my Better Press system to create sentiments for both the card and the gift card holder. The sentiments are on one plate. They're being inked up with Better Press black ink, and I'll get several sentiments to choose from. After they've been run through the die cutter machine and the sentiments are pressed on the cream-colored cardstock, then I'll use the coordinating die to cut them out. The foam back cake is being adhered to a cream-colored A2 sized card base. 3 of the macarons will be adhered to the top of the cake. For this grouping, I'll make sure that I have 1 of each color. The last 2 cookies are going to sit on top. Because of the multiple layers, there's going to be a gap between the very top of the cookie and that large foundation die cut. This is perfect for taking these cookies that are going to sit on top and adhering them so that they sit in between those two die cuts. It's like a slit. There are so many cute sentiments to choose from, but I decided to go with Birthday Wishes Bougie Dreams. After I've made the Treat Yourself gift card holder, then I'll do some embellishments on both. Because this is a set, the color scheme will be kept the same. The card holder was cut from cream cardstock. There will be score lines. Those are folded and then burnished with a bone folder. The flap will go on the inside of the folder, and then the flap is opened up again and just a thin line of adhesive is added right on either end, and I'm just wiping off the excess first so that it doesn't ooze out. There are etch lines on the inside and on the front to help position these small panels. This is such a cute die set. It comes with ribbon and hearts and flowers and even a For You die cut sentiment. All of these festive elements are die cut from the same colors used on the card. Not just the cream and pink, but also the peach. And what's a birthday without sparkle? I'll take each of these ribbons and I'm going to coat them with Nouveau Glitter Drops White Blizzard. This medium dries clear and it is super sparkly. And I'll also add some sparkle to all the other elements that will be used to decorate this card holder. And after everything is dry, then I'm going to go ahead and add in the elements which are going to be matte, so just out of the cardstock, no sparkle, to help make these ribbons look dimensional. These ribbons look awesome with the matte finish in the foreground and then the sparkly bits on the inside of the ribbon. The design has been laid out on the front of the card holder. I'll begin by adhering the 3 ribbons. Then I'll embellish around the ribbons with all these cute little elements. Before I adhere the trio of macarons, I'm going to create a stack of them by placing each one inside the slit of the one below it. Then they can be added as one element right in the center of the panel. Inside of the gift holder, I'll first adhere one of the sentiments, again from the Bougie Birthday sentiments, on the inside flap. For You die cut sentiment that comes with the set will be adhered to the pink panel. Then this will be finished off by adhering some of those leftover embellishments. Some will be adhered directly to the pink panel, and a couple of them will be adhered to the flap so they overhang the top of it. To finish up, Nouveau Dream Drops with its pretty shimmery effect were added to the circle die cuts on the cake. Tiny drops of Nouveau Stone Drops Chalk White were added to the tops of all of the macarons. Spellbinders Bougie Birthday is such a fun collection to work with. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons. As always, I appreciate your visit.